Time now is 11 minutes to 7. Now to a scheme that's been described as a food bank for Britain's theatre workers. It's being extended despite venues now being allowed to reopen.
But many will stay shut because social distancing makes it too costly to run, and many of the freelance workers are finding they don't qualify for any of the government's help schemes. Here's our arts correspondent, David Silito.
Uh-oh, anxiety, that seems to have made its way inside of me. And I don't even need to read this one because I know it only too well.
I'm Loussin-Torah and I am a theatre actress.
And it goes a little something like liquid panic.
So March was when we started.
Bending their wills, the mountain.
I had just secured my dream acting job with Represent Theatre. I literally jumped up and down on my sofa. I came downstairs, I was screaming to my mum, I've gotten in.
3, 4. There is a crack in the mountains.
And then, just a day or two into rehearsal, everything stopped.
It was crushing to go from feeling financially confident to be able to pay the bills, to be able to eat.
When would you guess you'll next perform in front of an audience?
I can't guess.
Loussin-Torah's story is a familiar one, an industry that has shut down and left thousands without an income, which is why the director Sam Mendes has set up the Theatre Artists Fund.
Somehow there's this big hole in this funding package whereby the money is not making it to those people. So really we started it in a sense almost as a food bank, just emergency funds to keep people from giving up the industry entirely.
Some theatres have had a go at opening with social distancing, but for most it's impossible. And government support schemes. Company manager Amy Dolan has tried them all.
So I'm Amy Dolan.
Beginning with the self-employed income support scheme.
So I applied for that thinking I was going to get it, and unfortunately then was found out I was ineligible. I then went to the local council, so Glasgow were doing a self-employed hardship fund for those that are self-employed but missed out on the government scheme. Again, I was ineligible for that. And then I tried more of the arts-based funding, such as Creative Scotland, but time and time again, I was just getting turned away for one reason or another.
Which is why Sam Mendes is continuing to fundraise as the arts shutdown looks set to continue.
The arts are always asking for money, aren't they? And it does feel like a bit like a luxury, doesn't it, theatre, when there's so many other people struggling?
For me, I think there is a myth that the arts lives on handouts. The arts lives, as a sort of luxury profession. And that argument tends to ignore the fact that this is a massive economic growth engine that brings millions, billions of pounds into this country every year, not only in the form of ticket sales, but in the form of concomitant activities that go around going to the theatre or the cinema, restaurants, hotels, tourism. So we're talking about £32 billion a year. And more people go to see live performance in this country than go to see live football.
I'll be getting ready and then fear creeps in.
For Loussin-Torah, dreams, life, it's all on hold.
You seem remarkably cheerful.
I think that's just part of me. I'm somebody that I've always got a big smile on my face.
David Silito, BBC News.
Great smile.
It is a good smile, isn't it? We've been hearing, as you heard then, about theatres, for example, remaining shut. Some cultural venues are preparing to welcome people back.
Now, the British Museum is one of them, reopening today after, I think, 165 days. Well, our reporter Ben Bland is there for us.